SoDel Concepts is the premier restaurant group in Southern Delaware, company, a film company, and a management and consulting company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after it.
EMIS is a Lehigh Valley, I believe a District 11. They wrestle Northampton, Easton, Nazareth, Bethlehem Catholic. So for them, they're used to good competition.
So where's there? Rain comes to his feet, looking to score here. Brown staying with the arm drag, trying to drag him back to the mat and out of bounds. So we're going to go out of bounds and stay same position. 1 minute, 1 second to go here in the match.
And Brown's kind of quietly built up this fight.
Holding on to that 5-0 lead, riding tops, right? Back then they had Cameron Hayes was on the team then. So he leads Bound 2-0 right now.
Cameron Hayes was a state champ that year at 106
pounds, yes sir.
I'm excited to see him in the next match.
And Milford went up against another one of my Cameron Hayes also, Robbie Rosser. This match is a pair of a couple of my ex-wrestlers, Robbie Rosser and Kevin Bound, both wrestlers. And the next match we have will be two more and go here in the first period.
Rosser's just so tough on top, Benny. He's a grinder, and he that tight controlled 2-0, but he really dominated that first period.
13 seconds to go. They're on the edge. 4-1. Rosser leads on their feet.
Kevin Bout's wrestling a tough match.
He's staying with him. He's a guy that can keep matches close.
Yeah, and you know, there's being part of the Caesar Rodney wrestling program, there's a lot of good.
Solid.
It's nice to work out with Primo and Hazel.
Gets in deep, mid-level single. Oh, doing a good job of fighting it off. 45 seconds to go here in the match. 8-2, Robbie Rosser. He's in the burgundy and white and gold. Kevin Bone in the blue and gold. The Caesar Rodney Rider. Little Southern Open Conference Northern Division, Southern Division match. And we're President Rosser looking for one more takedown. 10-2, Bill's the major decision. He was in the finals last year. Not sure if he was a champ or a runner-up, but he's going to pick up
or to go down 2-0.
Right.
I mean, it changes the whole momentum of the match.
A couple years ago at the conference tournament, talking with Don Parsley, a longtime coach in Milford, one of Delaware's probably a future Hall of Famer, and get a stalling call on bottom. 4-0, minute 7 to go here in the second. 10-1 over Tajon Knight, the young freshman here from Indian River. So far, pounds, and we're going to call this the Family Feud. To this fight, right?
Second time in a week that he's wrestled 2 back points right at the buzzer to win. So, and Stratton, I watched Stratton's semifinal match at a dynamic win over Jesse O'Neill of IR, and Stratton is.
Both these guys, former Rashad Stratton still shows up. Little brother Malik wrestles for us. It's nice to have him to poke the old head in the room and roll around with the kids. And he's another man on a mission. Was not happy. Just moved into the #1 ranking in the team category for this year.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Phil Schulteis' only team
state title. 400 wins, 1 title.
4-year run.
Right.
And they're good.
Absolutely.
They're good, and they're poised for a 5th state title.
Rashad Stratton leads second period here. Then we talked about before, they got those glaring holes, and you just got to find pass them up and not give up 6.
Yeah, and I like to see how Coach All-American, and he's a grinder, and I've watched him wrestle quite a few times, and I would say he's pretty good at every position. We're talking about over a 4-0, aspirations of going to a service academy.
And Dean looking to funk it through. And now up to back base. Still no takedown yet as Dean's being stubborn. And he's going to turn this into his own takedown.
That's what separates really those great wrestlers, those time kind of guys from everybody else. They have a different outlook on wrestling and career, but I think that's over now. I think that's out of bed.
Look at his face. You know, fresh.
And he looks like someone that actually really enjoys wrestling now, and enjoys the grind, enjoys the preparation. I think that's the biggest thing I took away from wrestling is the preparation. Great, whether or not you achieve your goals or not, they're kind of irrelevant. It's that you.
Third period, he'll be on bottom. Arlette on top, and then so the next one is a point. Yeah, you're trying to get the head start on this guy. His major decision.
And I think the floodgates are about to open up here.
He's up 2-0. Morris rolls out. Looks like he's going to get the escape, and he does. 2-1.
Morris is a scrappy kid, and he's going to bring it out. He's going to bring it. He's not backing that.
With 45 seconds to go in the first period, Morris with a big mat return. 3-2 with 38 seconds to go here in the first period at 130 pounds. And we'll get a second one on top. Now we had 2 in the other match. This is his first 2. So he's going to use them up right here.
Now you think he's doing that to catch his breath, Benny?
He just wants a head start because, like you said, there's going to be more points scored in this match, and he wants to score the next ones. So now he's got to be cautious for the rest of the match.
Switch over to a... That's a tight waist there, Benny.
Yes, it is. Tight waist gets Tyler Kapora. He's a senior. He knocked off the Cape and Lopez top seed. So here we go at 145 pounds. Kapora is in the white singlet and 2-time county champ, 2-time regional champ.
And he knocked off Alex.
And get in. He's quick in on that leg and finishes.
Yeah, I love to watch the Pennsylvania is the best state in the whole country.
Right, absolutely. The state of excellence, they call themselves. And we're going to go out of bounds with no takedown. 3-1 as he escapes quick. In the corner now, that's on the left is Brad Howe. A guy by the name of Faraci, his son may still be at Maryland, not sure. He was a 3-time Maryland state champ. He's got another son that got beat at 132 by Arlette. So 35 seconds to go here in the second. Kapora in the white singlet from Emmaus with the lead.
And Emmaus, like we said, from a really rich... Yeah, and Dante Jaquette knocked off the number 1. Still bigger than Right to Me right now.
Here we go at 152 pounds. Dante Jaquette in the yellow singlet from Cape and Lopin High School. Caden Wright from Emmaus in the white.
And Caden Wright beat a very experienced Max
upper weights. And we go out of bounds right away. He's showing he wants some leg attacks.
In the in-season shape. He's had a couple injuries. He battled.
Double under. Don't like that lock in the double under, but we'll see what happens here. And we're on the edge. We're going to go out of bounds. Minute from Cape and Lopin leads. And front headlock position here by Wright. And 3 minutes to go in the match. There you go. 10-7 Dante Jaquette.
Showing me something here, and he's pushing the pace still. 35 seconds left. Win. One, not two.
Smyrna has some holes I don't think they...
he was very intense, and he was helping kids, and he did have an ankle bracelet on. But he had a monitor on his ankle. But he was there, and he was doing it. And
Downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from SoDel Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual...
For a takedown up the back.
It's going to be 2 if he climbs up
2
the back.
2 and some backs here, too.
To me, that's almost like a little victory right. It's kind of an old school style here.
That's a straight bar, Kerry Colott, Middle concept. So potentially dangerous. Minute 16 to go here in the match.
Sometimes when you get that major, it takes the monkey off your back, and you can go for the pin.
We saw that at 32. Once Jackson Dean got that major, you said this could get really bad. You know.
That's when the floodgates tend to. I saw it with Stratton and Curry a little bit, and you got a stall call here.
Rear standing position.
It's kind of an unusual call.
11-2.
I think the Susquehanna coaches are seeing some interesting calls here, and to their credit, they act for this match.
Hudson, I believe, was at 70 last year, and we talked about seeing him in November how big he was. We thought he was big for
that. Sussex Central's really relied on. 100 wins is a huge accomplishment, something the whole family. It takes a whole family sometimes to.
No wrestling slow.
It wasn't technologically sound.
Right.
Yeah, the guys from Virginia. So
right.
This is a really great match.
Oh, Hudson in looking for a reversal. Hasn't been in the double legs. Marcosi, great hips to get out of that. Goes to the Whizzer.
Got the
Hudson
Whizzer.
stuck over top of it. And we're going to get a potentially the 8, right? But now I'm not sure what we're doing here. Roughmore out of Sussex Central. These two met a couple
both times. I think Wright's a very experienced wrestler, been around for 2 years now. I have Morris at 220.
So basically, Kate's had to steal some victories in the upper weights because
I mean, Morris looks really good to me.
Central
this year.
also tough down low.
I want to say Central's pretty good everywhere.
Yeah, they got
Together offensive stuff like this before.
85 pounds,
95.
195 division at 195 pounds.
And Holden, like a lot of wrestlers, runs cross country in the off season.
3 seconds to go on the restart. Commercial break. We'll be back with 220 and a rematch of the Milford Invitational Finals. Folks, put on here by Covington with a high now power half. And we're going to get a whistle. That may have been the third. Right, at St. Mark's then.
When he was at St. Mark's, he gave him all he could handle. Best match of the year.
Approaching a minute to go here in the second period. It was a surprise leg attack at the Milford Invitational where he got a 3-2 win. Does he have the Nazir Roberson ability to come out and knock off Medley? He showed a lot of quickness here in that match, is what I think you need to beat Keith Medley, because he is lightning quick as a 220-pounder.
Yeah, and to me, Morris showed quickness, he showed strength, and actually he managed the match very, very well. He gave up that late takedown at the end, 1 not 2, didn't want to get reversed to his back, and he wrestled smart and he wrestled tough. So
of Milford, 1-0 in the semifinal, and he's going up to go out of bounds. He's going to be career standing position because he already has a warning for stalling as he got backed out of bounds back in the first period. Minute 39 to go on the restart.
And when you're 6'4",
wrist out, and got to get more pressure on the shoulder here.
As soon as the pressure comes off in the 6
right, exactly.
But it's a sport that kind of gives opportunity to a lot of different people. Been working in the restaurants for a couple of years.
Big guys make the best chefs.
Absolutely. Never trust a skinny chef.
That's right.
Heavyweights make the best.
And an ex-Delaware wrestler, lightweight. And Zach Flores wins 3-2.
Flores Reyes with a big victory.
Yep, so there we go. Flores Reyes wins. So now it's time. Winning wrestler, Kyrie, if you could put the camera over to here for me, please. And Scott, if you don't.